Well, hi. Today is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. Time for another morning coffee. I'm Todd Studer. Glad to have you along. Coming up in just a bit, we are going to speak with Brittany Seely. She's the marketing director for NAMI Southwest Iowa. We're going to hear about their breakfast with the Grinch that was held just recently. There is another fundraiser / great evening coming up in February. We'll talk to her about that and also give you some tips about going through the holiday season if you're alone or different places that maybe you can reach out to someone. So all of that is coming up on today's program. Also, we're going to fill you in on some of the activities going on over the next couple of days around the area. But first, we want to say thank you to Mackenzie Shelton with Prairie and Pine Real Estate Group, Keller Williams Greater Omaha. They're a big supporter of everything we do here on Morning Coffee, and we're a big supporter of Mackenzie and her team. She has offices in Council Bluffs, also in Omaha and in Lincoln. So she has her finger on the pulse of just everything going on in our area in the real estate market. So if you go to prairieandpinerealestategroup.com and you can learn more about Mackenzie and her team, and also maybe set up a time to sit down and talk about whether you have a home to buy or sell. This group will be able to help you out. Also, the Best Wrestler, that is George Ivanoff in Council Bluffs, and the Best Wrestler located over by the Mid-America Center. One of the best wrestling clubs around, in my opinion. They are the best. And whether you're a young person is just getting into wrestling, or if they are looking to take their wrestling career to the next level, this is the group that you want to be a part of. Go to thebestwrestler.com, see everything that George is doing in the community, which is a lot. And whether it be workout times or training that they do for first responders or just all kinds of things, thebestwrestler.com is a great source of information. Brittany Seely, Marketing Director for NAMI Southwest Iowa, joining us now on the Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for your time, Brittany. I understand that you had a great time. Well, I was going to say seeing the Grinch, but you actually had to get a little more involved in your, was it Breakfast with the Grinch? Is that what it was?
It was Breakfast with the Grinch. It was a joint effort with Project Recovery Iowa and ourselves, NAMI Southwest Iowa, just to help bring those Christmas memories back to those who lost it during the devastating storms that happened back in April.
Right. And how did things go? Because the timing of it, you got some bad weather coming through, but that didn't really dampen spirits much, did it?
No, it didn't. We were on the fence on what we were going to do with delaying it, canceling it, because we had that ice come in. But we decided just to go ahead and go through with it. Our team could make it down there safely, so we did. And we had a great turnout. As the sun came out that day and melted everything, people started rolling in.
Well, and you tell me, because I've heard stories about when the live action movie, The Grinch, that Jim Carrey played, and how just horrible of a time he had getting dressed up as the Grinch. How does it feel to do that?
It was a struggle for sure. I mean, granted, I didn't have all the face paint on. I just had a mask on, but it was hard to breathe in there and nobody could hear me. So even when I was trying to play the character, I felt like I was shouting and it was loud in there. It's hot. The pants don't stay up. It was a thing. So I had to keep excusing myself to fix my costume, but it was so much fun. I scared a few kids, but not too many.
Not too many? Did anybody bring you any onions? Apparently that's the thing, is you give the Grinch an onion.
Well, I had a few pictures given to me that were little onions that opened up into like the Grinch face. They were so cute.
That is great. You do a lot of things with NAMI Southwest Iowa as far as events to be able to reach out into the community and to have folks have something that they can go do. And there's something else coming up all the way into 2025. It sounds like that should be 10 years away, but it's this is like less than 2 months away is when this next event's coming up.
Yes. So it is our Pizza Puzzle Palooza. We are doing it. It is. I just put it as triple P when when I'm writing it down.
Right.
So, but it's going to be a fun night. We're going to be doing it at the dock in Council Bluffs. and it'll be 4-person teams, and you have to complete a 200-piece puzzle and eat an entire pizza all within an hour to
Wow.
win. And we'll have first, second, third prize and worst prize. It
What
is.
is there choices as far as what kind of pizza it is, or is it all the same, or?
I'm actually not sure. That's a great question. I would think it would probably be pretty even across the board. Everybody gets a pepperoni pizza or something.
I'm hearkening back to a time that when I was still doing radio and I was living out in Denver, and we had something that a group of us from the network we called it the Big Bill's Pizza Challenge. So there was a pizza place out there called Big Bill's. It's in Centennial. It's still there. You can go there. But it was, you had to, two people had to share an extra large pizza, an order of garlic knots, and an entire box of ding dongs.
And eat it within a certain amount of time?
Yeah, well, just eat it, period, because that's a tremendous amount of food.
That is.
Yeah, so it's something similar with that. You have to finish a pizza and put together a 200-piece puzzle. That's going to be a ton of fun, and that's on February 13th, right?
It is. It's from 6 to 8 and at the Dock Bar and Grill, and it's $25 a ticket, and with the ticket comes your pizza and your puzzle and also a drink voucher.
Well, just that in itself, you got all the value right there. Plus, you got a fun evening of, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of laughter and everything else going on with this event.
Yes.
Do people need to sign up ahead of time? And if they do, how do they do that?
Yes, our registration is now open. You can find it on our Facebook as well as our website, NAMISouthwestIowa.org. You can check the postings there, and the tickets are now live.
That is going to be a ton of fun. I'm going to get it on my calendar. What we're obviously coming down towards the tail end of the Christmas season, and then after that, going into New Year's. And for a lot of folks, it's a wonderful time to get together with family and a lot of great memories and things like that. But for some others, it can be a really rough time. And what are some of the tips that maybe somebody can do if they know that they're going to be by themselves, or if they know that they're not going to be having the type of season that they would want to be able to have? So what are some of the tips that NAMI would recommend for them to do?
I would definitely say reach out. There's other people just like you. You're not alone. So those who might have lost loved ones, or that maybe they're just struggling this year, finding that support that, helps you get through the season, not feel so lonely. Finding outlets online, even, following good pages that bring you lots of good spirit and good motivation. And I also think it's important to reach out to those you are worried about bothering, because you're not. They probably are thinking about you too. So sometimes it's just taking that first step of reaching out.
Yeah, that can be hard, because I've experienced this myself with a friend of mine that was going through a lot, and he didn't want to call me because he said that, I don't want to bring you down. Mm-hmm. And I said, you're not bringing me down. No, that's not what this is about. I said, I do have the skill that I can sit and I can listen to you without taking on your problems myself. So, we can still talk, and it's okay. But that is a common thing that you mentioned, that people don't want to reach out because they're afraid that they're going to ruin somebody else's day.
Mm-hmm. And that's not the case. Some people don't know how to approach you, maybe. Like, I want to help, but I don't know what to say. So it goes from both sides. If you're a person who is thinking about somebody and you want to help and reach out, then just do it. They're probably thinking about you too. And there's no harm in letting somebody know you're thinking about them. Yeah, it just can help bring up their spirits.
Sometimes it's as easy as just a quick text. Hey, just thinking about you. Hope everything's going okay. And also an understanding that if you get an answer back that says, I'm fine, probably not fine.
Yeah, just do an extra check.
Right. That's a good idea in order to be able to do that, because, I've experienced some of these solo times myself, and I know that it can be difficult. But just as you said, it feels like it's a very solitary thing, that I'm the only one experiencing it. But that's not true. There are other people out there experiencing it too. And sometimes, I'm thinking about the Meetup app. that people can get together sometimes. I know people that have met friends by having, they have a gaming night or something on there
Yeah.
that, you can join in on that. There's ways to be able to reach out to people online, and just, you're not putting things on other people. You're just wanting to get together and get a little bit of that human contact, because
Yeah.
we're not designed to be alone.
No.
We're not designed to go through this. So reach out. I'd highly encourage that. Are you all ready for Christmas, Brittany? Or you got all your shopping done? Is everything ready to go?
I am. I'm all finished with shopping. I am not all done with wrapping, but
Yeah.
that'll come probably Christmas Eve. So I've got a lot to do with my husband being gone this year. So it's just a lot of fun for my kids and I, just trying to keep the holiday spirit alive here too.
Right. Yeah. I've once upon a time, I've talked about it before, that I used to do all my Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. Every bit of it.
Yeah.
I would do it on Christmas
Really?
Eve. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it. But I had a friend that also did it the same way. So we would jump in the car and we'd go drive to the mall, and we'd walk around with all the rest of the crazy people on Christmas Eve looking for whatever happened to be left. A lot of people got Pepperidge Farm cheese logs and things like that. That was, because that's all I could find. But I've learned that that's not a really smart idea. And this is an opportunity for me. You let me get a little preachy here for a second, Brittany, to encourage folks. We've still got another weekend left of Christmas shopping, and I have been talking about this all month, that not just shop local, but shop in person. There are so many wonderful small shops. And Brittany, I know that you know several of these shop owners that are out there, and especially around Southwest Iowa, just in Potawatomi County, and you tighten it down even further. And there's plenty of shops just right in Council Bluffs that when I know that it's easier to sit on your phone and you start punching in, okay, I'm going to Amazon and the brown box gets delivered. I get that it's easier. And sometimes that's all that you can do. But by shopping local and shopping in person, you are getting back to the way we used to do things. And it was an event. Going out Christmas shopping, you made a day out of it. That's how it was. And it was an entire experience, and it was a chance to bond, and trying to hide things that you just bought from somebody that you are there with you. All of that it goes together. But we have so many wonderful shops now that folks have had to I remember, I'm old enough that back in the 80s and 90s that the big box stores were all coming into these smaller towns, and everybody was afraid that Main Street was going to go away. So that's when the specialty shops started to come in. They're out there. Go visit Main Street in your small town. A lot of these small towns all have them. Visit these shops. Eat at a local restaurant. Make a day out of it. On Small Business Saturday, when we went around to the different shops in 3 different towns, I had a blast doing it. That was... so far, all December, that's been my favorite day, going out and doing that. So that's a way to be able to support your neighbors, your friends, and also just being outside, getting to the mental aspect of it, being out and about.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and you get out into the fresh air, even if it is cold, and you get some sunshine, and all of that is it adds to it, and it lifts your spirits and makes you feel so much better. So that's my soapbox speech for the day.
It does. And it gives you so much more interaction with those around you. And in these small towns, the friendly faces that can just bring the highlight to your day. So that too just goes right along with the mental health, that self-care of just getting out and talking to people.
NAMI Southwest Iowa.org is the website to get your tickets for Pizza Puzzle Palooza. Going back to that really quick, that's 4-person teams. Is that what you're putting together?
Yes, 4-person team. And if you sign up individually, we'd love for you to sign up as a team, but hopefully we can put you with a team if you just want to come and have a good time.
So if you don't have 4 people, then you can get that done. So that's $25 for the ticket, and includes pizza, includes the evening drink ticket as well. So jump on over, and you can find it on NAMISouthwestIowa.org or any of the NAMI Southwest Iowa social media sites. I'm sure there's links to all of it there as well. Well, Brittany, thank you so much for your time. It's always great to talk to you.
Yes, it's great.
And I've told you many times that your organization it's right at the top of my list. There's a lot of them that I support, but you guys, you're just right up there at the top. And I'm very grateful for all that you do. and all the great ideas you keep coming up with in order to be able to
Thanks.
reach out into the community. Because it's not just the Pizza Puzzle Palooza is not just a fundraiser. It's a chance to interact with people. It's a chance to get out and about, and to all of that helps. We're social creatures. That's how we're wired. So we need to remember that when we're sitting at home by ourselves. So anyway, thank you so much. And
yes, thank you.
I'm looking forward to talking again really soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Also going on in the area, don't forget, you can visit Santa at Bass Pro. Santa's going to be there through Christmas Eve. Also, there's a few things going on at the Council Bluffs Public Library, including yoga story time. This is something that's going to be happening this morning on from 10:30 to 11. It's for kids 5 and under, and it will be at the Council Bluffs Library. Also, they'll have their nonfiction book club meeting tonight from 7 to 8, and how to sew a holiday countdown calendar. That's in the Makers area, going on from 6 to 8. Just visit the Council Bluffs Library website to learn more. Council Bluffs Convention Visitors Bureau is having a holiday open house later this afternoon. That's going on from 2 to 4. If you're wondering where that's at, look, I bet you've driven by it plenty of times. It's at 509 23rd Avenue. It's just across 23rd Avenue from Casey's over there off the South Expressway. So stop in this afternoon from 2 to 4 for their open house. Also, tomorrow at Family Connections will be Merry and Mindful. That's going on from 5 to 7. Family Connections in Council Bluffs, located at 1720 North 16th Street. And White Christmas at the Chanticleer. Performances Thursday through Saturday from 7:30 to 10 each evening. So a lot going on in the area, and it's that time of year. So plenty to get out and do. And also, as we mentioned before when we were talking with Brittany, one more weekend to get your shopping done. So shop local and shop in person. Service Master Restorer by Schmader. That is Cindy Schmader. And if you need to talk with her, that means typically something bad has happened, whether it be a fire or a flood, and she can help restore your family treasures and memories. So go to servicemasterrestore.com, take a look at what they do as an organization, and then just search for Cindy, because she has offices in both Council Bluffs and Omaha, so she can help you regardless of where you're at. And Just Sue Creative. She's the one that built my website, and she also has her own site at justsuecreative.com. If you need some help with building that website, creating search engine optimization, it helped mine. I show up a lot higher up on that list on Google now. Or anything else that she can do to help you grow your business. That's why Sue Pitts has a business of her own. JustSueCreative.com is her website. We are running out of time, just a week away before Christmas. I know I've got big plans, really looking forward to it. And by a programming note, I think, and we'll mention this a few more times, that we won't have a show Christmas Day. Also won't have a show New Year's Day, but we will be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, both next week and the week after. So we hope that you don't forget to log back in, whether you're watching us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And we've got some new platforms coming up, so be on the watch out for that. And also some new programming coming up too. We've got 1 or 2 more shows that we're going to be launching very soon with Les Hills Media and Podcasts. So we'll be making an announcement of that very, very soon. Always looking for nonprofits who would like to come on just the way Brittany did today. That's not something that I charge for here. So if you have a nonprofit and would like to come on the Morning Coffee Show to talk about what it is that you're doing for Council Bluffs and the surrounding area, I would love to have you on. So just send me an email, toddstuder@gmail.com, and we can get you scheduled and get you on just as soon as possible. That's going to wrap up this show on this Wednesday morning or afternoon or evening or whenever it is you happen to be watching. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning. My name's Todd Studer. Have a great Wednesday.